Everyone back in Sweden reading this, Pippi Longstocking. We're trying to introduce this to our kid now, so, and she likes it, so who doesn't, right?
It's timeless, right?
Best apartment view in DC. This is nice. For 10 grand a month.
It's a gorgeous view.
This is what you're paying for.
What was that experience like for you to play in the Swedish Elite League at such a young age while you were still in school and play for the team that your dad played for too?
Yeah, it was unbelievable. I mean, I think it was such a big thing. I mean, he always brought me to a lot of hockey games when I was younger. I always watched that team, so obviously that's the team that I wanted to play for. So when I got my first contract there, I was really happy and really excited, and I was very fortunate too to play in front of your friends and family every game. Like over here, it's a little different because let's say you play in junior leagues in Canada or US. Sometimes you move away from your family when you're 15, like even younger maybe. So I was very fortunate like that.
What's it been like for you to play against some of the best Swedish players, Mats Sundin, early in your career, and some of the other guys who were a little older than you and who you watched, Henrik Zetterberg, players like that?
Yeah, it's been fun. When I grew up, you had Peter Forsberg, Mats Sundin, Nick Lidström, Daniel Alfredsson. Like, you have all those guys you really look up to, and then you actually get to play against them. That's pretty unique, I think, and I actually got a chance to play with a lot of them too in the national team, and that was even better because that's when you get to know them as persons, and they're even better personalities than hockey players, so that says it all.
Well, we've got the World Cup coming up this fall, and the Swedish team will be playing some games at Verizon Center and doing some training here. Are you excited for that? I know it's not the same as competing for a Stanley Cup, and I know it's a few months off and you guys have business to take care of before then, and it's not the Olympics either, but what are your thoughts on that?
It's going to be an amazing tournament, I think, and I feel like it might be the biggest World Cup of all time, I think. So lots of good hockey players, and it's in Toronto, and obviously that's something you have in the back of your head, but at the same time, I mean, I think it's important that this is Caps right here, and we're focusing on this right now, so maybe when it gets closer, you get to think a little bit more about World Cup.
Do you remember watching it in '96 or in 2004 at all?
Yeah, I did. Watched a little bit of 2004. I think Sweden lost in the quarterfinal, I would have to say, against the Czechs.
How much of a thrill is it, though, to pull on the Trick Corona and play for your country, whether it's the World Championship or the Olympics or the World Juniors?
Yeah, it's a great feeling. I mean, every time you play for your country where you're born, it's an amazing feeling, and you don't have too many of those tournaments too. So when you do have them, like Olympics, World Cup, it's an amazing thing to do, and such a big event, I would say. A lot of things going on around everything, so you can really feel it. That's something big. So that's what makes it so fun to play in, I think.